Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hulk.
What's up, folks? What is good, everybody? Hello to you. Good evening. What's up,
Yes,
folks?
Yes, sir. What is up, man? They in here tonight, dog.
Yes, sir.
Let's run down them, Hulk. Let's run down them.
Let's get it.
Mark something in the building. He says, tighten up.
What up,
I
Mark?
would consider him first. He says first. He's first. Jeremiah says, yo, team leader 2010. What up, brother? What up, little Toy P?
What's going on, man? What's happening?
TA in the building. He said,
What's good, bro? What up? Check his channel out, folks.
Michael Fonz, he said, what's up, Titans fan? What up? And he says he's from Jersey. What up, brother? What up? We got Matthew Levy in the building from Oaktown. What is up? Oakland in the building. JP says, what's good, my people? Hashtag tighten up. We got Aiden in the building. He says, tighten up. They coming in heavy now. C-Dub, he said, what's up? Let me see. We got, is it Low? You know, I can't even pronounce your name. Is it Low Mama? Tighten up. Jeremiah.
What up?
He says, hey. Let's see.
Hey, Jeremiah, I got to pull up the picture, bro. That's a prompt for us to do that, bro. I'm looking for it right now, dude. Oh, there it is, Jeremiah. Hey.
Let's see. He says, Bryce Tubbs in the building. He said, what's up, fellas? I'm here. Might have word for 2 drops. Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir. My boy, Stanley.
Yes,
what up, Stanley?
Stanley, what's good, bro?
Classic Ride Society, one of our first subscribers.
Checking in from the gym. Yes, sir. Hey man. Hey, stay healthy. Stay healthy, folks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we want to see y'all live a long time, man. We're trying to stay on that as well, too, man. You know what I mean?
Sir. We trying to see the Titans playing the 2055.
Yep, that's right. Especially with that new stadium coming up in a few years, man. We want to be around to definitely see that stadium. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all have had an opportunity, but there's a stadium right there. It's how it's going to look. The top is on the outside and on the bottom is on the inside. So that should be interesting, man. For sure.
They try to say it look like Topgolf, bro.
I heard that too.
Yeah, they try to say it. Topgolf's nice.
It is.
Nice. I mean,
and Topgolf's right down the street and not too far from the stadium either, man. That's what's ironic.
I think the East Bank is on the opposite side of the river. I think something like that. So it's gonna be pretty dope, man.
It is. Some people say it looks like Allegiant Stadium too, man. I've heard
it does. It does. Shout out to my sister, man. She lives in Vegas, so shout out to you, Danya. But she's right. She definitely gave me the rundown on that. And shout out from Oxford, Mississippi in the building.
I was in Oxford, Mississippi about a month ago. Memphis. I was in Memphis to watch the Jackson State, Tennessee State game, and I took my sons to Oxford, Mississippi, man, that next day. Man, Ole Miss's campus is one of the prettiest campuses I've ever seen. I'm sure you know that. But shout out to Mississippi in the house, man. Our next door neighbor. What's up? Mm-hmm. So, speaking of Allegiant Stadium, Jacques, we got the Houston Texans, and they just got through playing the Las Vegas Raiders. And they got beat in Allegiant Stadium 38-20, right? 38-20. All right, so we got the Houston Texans, our AFC South rival, AFC South competitor that's coming in. We're going to Houston, actually. So they're going to be there ready to go. The Texans they've only won one game. They're 1-4-1. So they are very eager to win. And as we know, every year, Houston always seems to snip a game against us, man. No matter, they could be 0-90 and still beat us for some reason. But let's look at this game, Jacques, man. I know you've watched those games. I've done my share as well. So give us some reasons, Jacques, as to why you think the Tennessee Titans could beat the Houston Texans.
Okay. One reason, and like you said, I've watched a couple of Texans games. You can run on the Texans. And I think you've been able to run on the Texans even since last year. But this year is really glaring, right? And we say this all the time, like, they ain't got nobody. But like, seriously, guys, you can ball out on the Texans. I watched when Vegas and the Vegas Raiders played the Texans, and Josh Jacobs, man, he was 5 to 10 yards of carry, man. He was killing them. So with the King back there, what happens? I believe this game, stick to your identity. What your identity is run the ball. Man, if we come out of this thing running 50 times by 3 or 4 different players, I'm okay with that, right? Because their run defense is that bad. It's horrible, okay? And I think this is a game where you can see Derek get his confidence with those long runs. He hasn't had a long run this year, what we're used to accustomed to seeing with Derrick Henry running them big 25 to 30-yard carry and runs to the house. He usually averages about 200 yards, 200 yards versus the Texans. So this will be a perfect game to get him involved in run game. Also, once Derek gets here, I think he's gonna run for $150. But anyway, once he gets his $150, you put Hassan in there, let him get a $150, right? Then you put Hilly in there, let him get some work, right? Everybody can get some work with this game when it comes to running the football. And they don't have a defensive line. The defense is right. I mean, I can't even do that, but we did the same crap last year. But anyway, you can run on them, okay? That's on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, keep doing what you're doing. What I mean by keep doing what you're doing, play great defense, get to the quarterback, which they've been able to do with Bud Dupree, Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry, right? Strong, Tierra Tart. Your whole focus is to get to the quarterback. Hopefully, we get, I don't know if Molden is set to come back this game. I don't think he is. But this is a game where you can really get to the quarterback and rush the quarterback. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, Hawk, last year, did Bud Dupree play the last game that we played? We played them?
I do think so. I do know he played one of those games. Yes. And I think he was an impact out there too.
Okay. Yep. As long as Bud Dupree is playing and he's healthy, we should have a shot, right? Create turnovers on defense. And then come to special teams. Stonehouse, keep doing what you're doing. Fat Randy, keep doing what you're doing. But to me, the biggest key to beating the Texans, you can run on them. Run on them and play great defense, you got the game. What about you, Hawk?
Facts. No paper, bro. And speaking of Fat Randy, man, he got AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. And we called that too. So, awesome job to Randy Bullock going against, his former team, the Texans, right? Yep. So when I look at this game, man, I really was watching a lot of the Jacksonville game and also the Raiders game. Travis Etienne and Josh Jacobs look like Bo Jackson out there running the ball. And then when I look at, the game against the Raiders, right? When I look at their offense, Josh Jacobs had 143 yards rushing on only 20 carries and 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Who had him on fantasy football, man? Put it in the comment section, man. And let me know, did you win because of Josh Jacobs? Man, he went bananas against the Texans. Travis Etienne went in banana. That made James Robinson leave because we're good with Etienne, man, the way he was running against Houston. Houston's run defense is last in the league, folks. Look at their stats. Take a look at this for a second. 32 in the league in rushing, all right, in rush defense, right? 32 in the league. So you got the 31 ranked offense, which is us, versus the 31 ranked defense, which is them. Something's got to break, right? I think the biggest difference when you look at it, look at our rush defense, right? Number 4 in the league in rush defense. So you're not running on us. Now, they got a hell of a running back, and we're going to talk about that. I'm telling you. But I just think overall, when I look at their total defense, man, their rush defense is terrible. They cannot tackle. The best way to run against them is run in zone, like run on the outside. A lot of times, the teams that Derrick Henry has played this year, they're not allowing a lot on the outside. He's been getting a lot of success more on the inside. This is a game where he can get some yards on the outside, even on screens. Their defense is bad. Their defensive line, and I looked at their starting lineup, I'm looking at, overall who they have, a lot of Malik Collins, Roy Lopez, Christian Harris. Who are these guys, right? Rasheem Green is their pass rusher. I like their young corner, Derek Stingley. Jalen Petrie is their playmaking safety. So those are their best defensive players. And old Desmond King, the former Titan, he's his second string, but he plays a whole lot, man. So he's out there. So, this is a team, just run the football, man. Then if Malik Willis is the starter, and we'll talk about that for sure, this should be a run palooza. I need the offensive lineman to step up and be consistent. Play like that throughout play like what you did in the fourth quarter against the Colts throughout the entire game. We'll win this game easily, okay? So run the ball. Another factor, too, on defense. They got a hell of a running back in Damian Pierce. But Davis Mills, man, he has an itchy finger. And what I mean, he throws the ball, but he gives you opportunities to get some interceptions, okay, when you look at him. I think that, we've had an opportunity to get a lot of sacks. Our defense has gotten better as the year has gone on. I think there's going to be some opportunities to get some turnovers against the Texans, just like we did against the Colts. So it's just a matter of time. I think that'll happen. I expect Davis Mills to probably get an interception and a fumble. Those things are going to really help us to get the ball out of Damian Pierce's hands. So I think that's how we can win this game, bro.
All right. Definitely. And Amid said, "What up, bro?
Yep.
Tighten up." He said, "I had Josh Jacobs starting, and he was the reason why I won." That happened to me. I was playing somebody, he had Josh Jacobs, and that's how he won. So yes, trust me. It sucked, but it was good for us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, man. Yeah.
definitely. Ian, what up, Ian Tally, brother? He said,
What
"What's
up,
up,
Ian
fellas?
Tally? What's good? What
Tighten
up,
up,
Ian Tally?
tighten
What's
up."
popping, bro? What's happening? Yes, sir.
Thank you, Stina. She says Henry's average play.
Ooh,
Henry, yep, about 226 yards a game. Yes, he does. Yep. Yes,
man.
he does. Yes, he does.
Yep.
And Aiden, we will talk about that. That is a
We
topic.
will talk about that for sure.
Just
If
stick
you look at the
around.
thumbnail, that's a part of our discussion today, man.
Yes,
Starting on
sir.
the quarterback position for sure.
As the Migos says, just wait on it. Just wait on it. So,
yeah, man.
So we're gonna get to the next topic. So, Hulk, give us
Yes.
a reason or reasons that the Titans can lose this game. And we've been here before, deja vu. So let us know how
Absolutely.
we lose this game.
Houston, no matter what, they seem to split with us. And in our preseason show, when we talked about the schedule, you and I had Houston beating us one of these games, right? You and me both said that about Houston. Because we're not, and you know what's so crazy? Those that were in the comment section said the exact same thing. Everybody was on the same page. We didn't persuade anybody. Everybody was saying the same thing. But you know how we can lose? It's this simple. This guy right here, man. You guys see this guy? Take a picture of him. All right? Take a snapshot of this guy. Okay? Dameon Pierce, the rookie out of Florida. Okay? This guy is a beast. He's a beast. Look at him. 31, Dameon Pierce. If you hadn't heard of him, hey, you better get used to him. He stays healthy. He's going to be in the AFC South for a while, causing havoc. This guy is a beast, okay? When you watch the film, you clearly see he's averaging 4.7 yards a carry for the season. 4.8, actually, for the season, right? And when you see him, it's amazing. He never gets tackled on the first hit, man. He breaks every tackle. That first tackle, that's a break tackle. Zach Carpenter, what's up, bro? What up?
Zach, he said, tighten up, dude.
Zach, you know what's coming around. You know what's coming around, Zach. Zach Carpenter. Do-do-do-do. Boom. Zach Carpenter in the building.
Zach.
Hey, man, we appreciate it, bro. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
So, when you look at Dameon Pierce, man, this guy here, again, the Titans are going to have to put on their hard hats, okay? They're going to try to throw the ball. They try to get it to Brandon Cooks as much as they can, man. And, our pass defense, we'll see. But it's this guy, man. He will be the sole reason why the Texans can win this game. Davis Mills has he has a very strong arm. He threw over 300 yards against the Raiders and everything. And then when you look at the Texans offense, last game, Dameon Pierce had 92 yards rushing on 20 carries, 4.6. That's right at his average. So this guy, he knows how to run. So we better put a hat on this guy. I'm not saying he's gonna go for 150, nothing like that, man, but he can carry and do well. So stop Dameon Pierce. It's that simple. Stop Dameon Pierce. You stop him, you put the ball in Davis Mills' hands, we'll win this ball game. If not, we lose. So that's my take, Jacques. What about for you, bro?
Well, speaking of Dameon Pierce, he is on my fantasy team. If you can, y'all might not see that, but he is on my fantasy team. So definitely, that young man gets me points. Yes, he does. And like you said, when I seen him out of Florida, I said that kid is amazing. Wherever he goes, he's gonna be amazing. And just to add to the Dameon Pierce comment, he doesn't go down the first initial contact. You have to make sure you grab him because he's a beast. But you said, how can we lose the game? Let's carbon copy what we did last year, right? I was at the game when it rained and Tannehill threw, I think, 4 interceptions or 5 interceptions or whatever. Let's carbon copy that same thing. We underestimate the Texans when we play them. We did the same thing last year. Who are these guys? Who are these guys? Who are these guys? And we wasn't focused. Even both games, we wasn't focused at all. We thought this was a game. We said, oh, we got this. No, you got to go in there and focus. Not just letting Dameon run amok, but you beating yourself. Okay? This is a game we should win, but you know how the Titans are. We can come out and we play down to our opponent a lot of time. Yes, if we come in here and we say, oh, yeah, it's the Texans, we should beat them, blah, 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 it's a wrap, right? Yep. The most important thing, stay focused. Know that you're better than your opponent. Yeah, I don't care who's at quarterback. It can be Tannehill. It can be Willis. I don't care. Tannehill didn't perform well last year when we played them. The second go round, but the first go round, it was a horrible. It was one of Tannehill's horrible. I think one of the worst of his career. Right? And he's been in the league for a while. Right? 4 or 5 interceptions. You're like, okay, whoa, what is this, right? Some of them wasn't his fault, but then some of them were. Let's take that same thing. And they have a better corner in Derek Stingley. I know Derek Stingley lost steam when he was with the LSU Tigers after he got hurt, but the kid is still to me, will be a great corner one day. He's trending up. He just needs time, right? And I like what I see out of him. He just plays for the Texans. If he played for the Cowboys or something, he'll be all over the news, posted on the news, right? But that's another person that you have to watch out for. And I know we don't throw the ball a lot, which that's an advantage for us. But come into this game unfocused and think and play down to your opponent. You will lose this game, and you will probably lose it like how you lost it last year. So that's for me. That's how you can lose this game. We shouldn't lose this game, but that's how you can lose this game. And I was at that game. It was raining too. It was raining. It was cold. It was horrible. And, it was trash. Let me say that. I want my money back.
I got you, man. I got you. Well, I say somebody brought up a good point about Malik Willis too. If he does start and he struggles, could be a reason we could lose. That's a good point. That's a good point. Mark Sumter, I think. Let me make sure I got that right. I think I'm trying to think
it was who said that? I seen a comment too. How cold on? Yeah. Okay. Mark Sumter. Was that you, Mark?
Mark Sumter. Yep. That's a good comment, bro. That is a great comment.
Yeah, it was Mark.
Yep. So, well, cool. So, Jacques, so looking at this game as well, too, against Houston, man. So I know we talked about Dameon Pierce, and maybe this is the answer for you, but who do we need to watch out for, man, for this game? Who could be a big problem for us, man, if we're not careful?
I can't say Dameon because the Titans rank number 4 in run defense, right?
Ooh, okay. All right.
I mean, I made that mistake by starting JT Sunday, which they should have kept running him. But you need to watch out for that boy Brandon Cooks, right?
Okay.
He's been quiet, okay? Yep. He's been quiet. But for some reason, against the Titans, he plays very well when he plays against us. Yep. So that's another little sneaky dude that can sneak up on us and get us, right? Yep. So I would say, you got Dameon Pierce, you got David Mills, you got Stingley. But watch out for Brandon Cooks, man. Brandon Cooks is my sleeper of the game that you really need to be just cautious because he's one of those receivers that can get in zone and he can just sneak behind you and he's just sneaky. He's really good, man, actually. So what about you, Hawk?
Jacques, I think that's a hell of a point, man. For those who've never seen Brandon Cooks play, he wears 13 on the field. This guy is super fast, right? And he's been around for years. And so I gotta, for those that might not have ever seen him, I'm gonna show you a picture of this guy. This guy here, he's a problem. It's pulling up. It's just taking a minute. But this guy here, he's a problem, man. Yeah. Brandon Cooks, for sure. He's a guy that you got to watch out for. So for me, man, it's Davis Mills, man. That's why I think, Dameon Pierce is the answer, honestly. But I do think as well, Davis Mills this season has had some unfortunate situations happen with his play. He's been very inconsistent. But I will say overall, when you look at his yards, he had over 300 yards against the Raiders last week. So he has ability, right? He definitely has that or whatever. And so, but I just think overall, we have allowed quarterbacks to get 300 yards against us. Mm-hmm. We have, right? Even though Matt Ryan got benched, right? He still, he didn't really throw too well. He wasn't too efficient, but he definitely had his yards, right? He had his yards. Right. And so, I think more than anything with Davis Mills, overall, if we look at his stats, I'm going to pull that up right now. Let's see. Texans. I got it on here somewhere. All right, let's see here. Oops, that's us. So you look at Davis Mills. He has 1,350 yards passing, 83 points as far as quarterback rating, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So again, nothing to just run home about. But, overall, again, he has the ability. You mentioned it, Jacques. The boy can throw now, right? He ain't no passover. The boy can throw, and he's young. So watch out for number 10, Davis Mills, the quarterback, Houston Texans. This guy right here. Watch him. So
I like it.
Cool.
Big facts. Man. Big facts.
We got 43 people in the chat, Jacques.
Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Hit that
like button.
When you come into the house, take your shoes off and hit that like button if y'all don't mind. We really appreciate that. Thank y'all. Right. Thank y'all for coming to Tennessee Titans Week. We really appreciate that. Now, Ian, you know what? I've heard this, and if he doesn't play, that's huge for us. Ooh. That is huge. If Brandon Cooks doesn't play, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Look what else he said on that too, Jacques. I saw this too on that comment. Great comment.
The trade. You talking about the trade?
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's been liking those comments. Brandon Cooks wants to get out. He's like, help, get me out of Houston. I'm ready to go.
Hey, I think everybody kind of wants out of Houston at this point, right?
Yeah,
I think Stingley might want to get out of Houston too. Houston is a bad football team, man, and they just their ownership, their management just sucks all around. So get out of there. Let me see what we got. Let me see.
I tell you who would welcome Brandon Cooks.
Definitely.
We would tighten up, Brandon Cooks. Tighten up. Come on down.
I'm actually surprised the Titans haven't put it. That's a topic, guys. Give us a time. So, we're gonna get to the next topic.
Yes, sir.
This game. Who should have a big game for the Titans? Who are you anticipating having a big game?
Do. Hail to the King. Hail to the King. Hail to the King. Derrick Henry against the Texans. Derrick Henry for sure, man. Okay. I think that the offensive line has to do their thing for sure. If they do just enough, Derrick Henry can have a great game. At least 100 yards rushing for sure. I was shocked to see that Derrick Henry is our second leading receiver. So, again, when you look at screens, getting them in the open field, that's how you beat Houston. Like Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, they were winning on the outside, bro. Like when there's space, I'm telling Houston cannot tackle. They're not a good tackling football team. They are a soft defense. They cover decent, right? They got guys that, play pretty, they are gamblers. They're corners. They'll jump routes for sure. But on the outside and even on the inside, when you throw the ball, now again, I don't know if it be Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill in the middle where Devontae Adams was killing them, Christian Kirk was killing them. It's open. It is open in the middle. Hunter Renfrow killing them in the middle. So even a backup tight end for the Raiders was killing them. So the defense is wide open, man. It's whatever you want to do. Just block. If we block, we're gonna be all right. So I'm gonna say Derrick Henry. What about for you, Jacques?
Man, I got a carbon copy of it. I think this will be the game that Derrick actually breaks that big one, and he has the opportunity to do it. And not just carbon copying you, but I really think that the King is gonna go off. And like I said, you don't have to do too much. Just let the King ride. If he wants to run 25, I hate to say this, to 30, let him do it, right? Because we don't know if Tannehill's not playing. We don't know if Tannehill's playing. So even if Tannehill's playing, hell, let him do it, right? It gives them confidence. It gives the O-line confidence. It gives Derrick confidence. So for me, I'm with you, Hawk. There's plenty more people that will have big games, but I think statistically, Henry will.
Yep. Agreed, man. So it looks like a lot of us are saying the King as well, man. And like you've been saying, Jacques, to give Hilliard and Haskin a chance to take some weight. Hey, DBS 2000, what up with you? We've been saying that for the longest time, man. Take some of that weight off Derrick Henry, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And as we've been saying for years, my bad, Jacques, just block.
No, you good.
Just block. Just block, man. Just block. Yeah. We've been saying that for 2 or 3 years, right? When we do that, we win football games, right? Because you got the King back there. And then when it comes to play action, Ryan Tannehill is one of the best when it comes to play action, right? So if you block and you do that, man, that really dictates our offense, man, for sure. Yep.
Exactly. Now, that's big facts, bro. Big facts.
Cool, man.
Let's see some of these comments, man, real quick before we move on to the next topic here. Hey, this will be pretty good. Brandon Cooks to the Titans.
Man, tell me about it. I take it all day. I would.
I saw some Vrabel bench Tannehill for Malik Willis, but I don't know if that's true, Hulk. I don't know.
Well, it's just in practice. I know that Malik Willis has been getting the 1 reps, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it for sure. So
Brandon Cooks will be a Titan. You know what, Alex? I probably second that. I said it about Cunningham last year. When Cunningham got released and he was able to clear waivers, I told Hawk, I said, watch that joker come to the Titans. I don't know what it is about Vrabel and ex-Texans, but he loves ex-Texans. So that's his thing. It wouldn't surprise me. And it'll be a huge benefit if Cooks came here. He fits the mold, right? He fits the style of a Titan. Like if he can block, he's even better. So he gets open. I like what he does. Solomon, what up, brother? He says, hi.
What up, Solomon?
Congratulations for 2K. I always watch y'all keep doing a great job. Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Solomon. We appreciate that, sir. We do, man. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you, everybody that's watching the show. We got 43 people in the chat. We appreciate it, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. Zach C. What up, Zach? He says, don't hold back. Give Henry the rock just because they're the Texans. Exactly. All right. Now let's get to the topic, Hawk.
All right. Okay.
Everybody Everybody's talking about it. Let's get to it, brother.
All right. So what we're going to do, y'all, we're going to get to our favorite part of the show, and that is the chop up. Okay. As you all know, we allow you all to give us an opportunity to ask questions sitting at the dinner table. But we're going to flip the script today. We're going to do something different because there are a few hot topics going on right now with the Tennessee Titans. So we're actually going to swing it your way. Okay. At least for the first two questions. We are going to ask each of you, and we want your answers here. We're going to put them on the board, and we'll discuss. So if you looked at the thumbnail, there was a question at the very bottom of the picture. And the question is, I know everybody's wanting to know about this, man. Who should start at quarterback against the Houston Texans? Should it be Hurtfoot Tannehill? As we see here, he's got a boot on his foot. You all see that, right? Should it be Hurtfoot Tannehill, or should it be the inexperienced third-round rookie in Malik Willis? This guy right here. All right? So, let's go for it, man. Let's see what's up.
So, first thing, I mean, everybody's been talking about Willis. I knew this is going to be a hell of a topic. So, Stanley says, not going to lie, I kind of want to see Willis start this week. The play action would be insane as long as Willis can hold on to the bizzle.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna track these two, Jacques.
Okay.
Whatever you pull up, I'm gonna track them. So that's one for Willis. Okay, cool.
All right. JP says Hurtfoot. Man.
Hurtfoot. Okay.
Hey, if y'all watch Game of Thrones, bro, y'all got the hand and the foot. So which one is Tannehill? He the hand of the foot. You got team leader Tannehill. All right.
All right. Okay.
We got Max Titus Willis.
Smoke going on in here.
All right. Rocky Yeet says Tannehill is well enough. All right. Hopefully. Okay. Let me give me one. Bear with me, bro. They coming in. Just bear with me.
Sir.
Robert says Willis.
Okay. No.
Me says Malik. Tommy says Tannehill. We got Titan Rossi in the building.
What up?
If
check your show, folks. Check out Titan Rossi. Hey, Titan Rossi, I saw your last show, bro. I made a comment on it. Great show, bro.
Yes, sir.
What was the previous? My bad, Jacques. What was the previous comment?
Zach says, I guess if Hurtfoot.
Hurtfoot. Okay. All right. Okay.
That sounds like a Game of Thrones reference, bro. Yeah. I'll start Willis quarterback this year. So Ian says,
look at all that smoke, bro.
Okay.
Woo.
Matthew Levy says 75% Tannehill needs his game to put your pro in. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Tannehill, even though it's the Texans, still a divisional game. Okay.
Big Wickle, what's up?
All right. Tanny, no wheels if he can go. Okay.
Okay.
Zach,
all right.
Zach came with the Hurtfoot. Let me see. Okay. I know Willis ain't ready, but Tannehill can't for the injury. For the smoke. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, split. Okay.
Jonathan says Malik, let Henry run. Well,
okay, all right.
Okay. Hey, the Clampy Spoon in the building. Tannehill, I think the boot was removed yesterday. Yes, it was, but he didn't. He was just a bystander. He was a pedestrian today. He was watching, just coaching. Tannehill would be a good coach, by the way. I just was noticing his demeanor. That's just weird.
Yeah.
He says Tannehill should start if he can't get in to get it going. Put in Willis. Oh, I like that. Okay, I like that. That's all right. Max Titan Willis is a must-see TV. Titan Rossi done got in the mix. He said Tanny. Did I already get 75? I think I did.
Is it
okay? Willis.
Okay.
Okay. We got the Willis train coming in. Jeremiah Willis.
Yeah, I see that.
With the Willis. C-Dub with the Willis.
Wow.
Oh my Lord, y'all are coming with the Willis. Hey, okay. Oh, Solomon with the Willis. Okay. Oh man,
wow.
Hey, since these Willis comments hurt your soul, let Malik get his feet wet. Okay. Keisha in the building. What up, Keisha? How you doing? All y'all want to see Malik get hurt behind this awful old line. Let's see. Let me see if I got any more down here. Let me see. Alex. Okay. Let me see. Let me get you right, Alex. I think Tannehill should start. Okay.
He said a big lead, man. Y'all know the Titans don't ever get big leads, man. I would love that, though. You know what I mean?
We sure don't. We are.
I wish we could.
Mix.
I wish
we are always in the mix. All right, Hope. I think that's our line right there. So what's the tally, bro?
Let's look at it, man. I'm tallying it up as we speak right now. Let's see. We got. I'm looking, counting. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for Ryan Tannehill, 13. Malik Willis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for Malik Willis. 13 and 12. Wow. So Tannehill with the win barely, right?
Okay.
13. It's damn near split. You can't get more split than that.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
So Jacques.
It is. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
So the fans have spoken. Everyone has spoken. All right. So Jacques, I got a question for you, sir.
Oh,
I got a
spot,
question for you, bro. It's for you, Jacques. So Jacques, the lockdown, Kona, Nashville, born and raised. Who should start at quarterback, man?
Man,
hashtag Hurtfoot or hashtag Inexperienced, man. Who should start at quarterback?
Okay. So I did say our last show, I think Tannehill is going to start, right? But I'm going to say this, and somebody said it earlier, and I forgot the comment, and that's actually my initial thoughts. Okay, and so I'm going to put a twist to it, and whoever said that comment, please put it back. Somebody said, let Tannehill start if he can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he's not in a rhythm, put him Malik. Okay? So what I seen today in practice is Tannehill is back there. He's resting. He's chilling. You can tell his ankles like, and he hasn't practiced. I guess they're keeping him fresh. I honestly think they're going to kind of use both of them, right? I think they're going to start off with with Tannehill. And then if Tannehill shows where he's struggling with his ankle, or if he just still find any discomfort, and if they have a comfortable rhythm when it comes to running the ball, I think they'll put Malik in there. I really do. Now, to answer your question, I think they should start Malik. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't want them to get Tannehill hurt even more, right? The offensive line is already trash, okay? And that's how Tannehill got hurt the first time. Now, if we put Tannehill we put him back there with a bum ankle, and we say, hey, Tannehill, keep doing what you're doing. And then all of a sudden, Dennis Daly, or Daly, whatever his name is, that lets their leading sacker come across and he hits the ankle, gets ankle rolled up on wrong. We're in for a long year if Tannehill's out for at least a couple of weeks, right? So what you're going to do is let Malik get his feet wet. And what I mean by that, you don't have to say, Malik, throw like you did in the preseason. See, Vrabel wanted to see if Malik can throw the ball in the preseason, right?
Yep.
Well, in this scenario, you don't have to do that because the Texans' run defense is so trash. You say, here, Henry. Malik didn't get a chance to do that in the preseason. He had to hand off to Chestnut and those other guys. But he ain't never got to hand off to the King. So you say, hey, King, here you go. Here you go, King. Keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible throwing, but utilize his gift. He has a gift that is way better than Tannehill's. And if anybody in this comment section wants to argue me that and say that Tannehill works better than Malik, you smoking. Okay, you smoking on a loud pack for real. Malik has a gift. His gift is his legs, okay? No, a lot of people don't like that. I love it in this situation when you're going up against a team that's 32nd ranked in the run defense, right? Yep. So you say, hey, if I'm Todd Downing, which we know he's incompetent sometimes, what happens is he gets cute, right? He got cute and put Malik in a situation where Malik should have never been in that situation. He's a quarterback, right?
Yep.
Use his raw athleticism. Use it to his advantage. You're not saying telling him to go out there and throw against the Chiefs. You're not saying go out there and throw against the Colts. You're not saying go out there and throw against the Bills. You did it. You tried it. It didn't work. You were down 41-0. He's not going to throw 350 yards this game. Tannehill doesn't throw 350 yards a game, right? So no. Utilize him, keep the ball out of his hands, say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play our game. And then when that run game gets to going, you know what's going to happen? They're going to back off. And you say, Malik, do your thing, right? Now, with Malik, what I don't like that he does is he's this quarterback where he's elusive. He tries to create too many plays, and he gets negative sometimes, right? That's what I'm saying. Keep it out of his hands because Tannehill already don't have nobody to throw to. So you telling me the Malik is put in the same situation where he doesn't have nobody to throw to. So with this game, start Malik. Go ahead, Hawk. What you think?
Oh, how can I top that? I'm about to log off, man. I'll let you. Hey, man, great show, guys. See y'all later. All right. So Hey, a lot of folks in the comment section say, hey, preach Jacques. Jacques speaking fire, speaking facts. It's really hard for me to say much about that. So what I would say is in the you're right, Titan Rossi. So in the last show that we did, the post game for the Indianapolis Colts, I said when I saw him get hurt and I saw him walking with a boot, I was thinking, and again, hadn't heard nothing. I'm not a doctor. I was like, Malik Willis is going to play next week. He's going to start next week. And I'm going to stay true to that. Okay. Houston's defense, run defense, is awful. And for what we know right now, what is Malik's strengths right now in his confidence level is running the ball. That's where he's confident right now. Can he eventually be a throwing quarterback? Absolutely. Go play Madden and look at the top 5 quarterbacks in the league in arm strength. Malik Willis is in the top 5 in the league in arm strength. That's unbelievable, right? So that's there for him, right? And Houston is a much better pass defense than a run defense. Their defense, like you said, Derek Stingley's out there. Petrie, who's there, he has 3 interceptions this year. Their safety. Desmond King, the veteran. Those guys are pretty good, right? So you don't want to put him in a crossfire. The positive of this for Malik Willis is that he gets experience, man. He gets a lot of experience, and he gets to play with his strengths, and that's running the football. With him and Derrick Henry running, throwing some Hassan Haskins, throw some Hilliard out there as well like that, we could have a run palooza against the Texans. They can't tackle. So if it's like, if you want to do like a test, like in a science class, to say, hey, we're going to cut this frog up, right? And we're going to do this. This is the game to do it for Malik Willis. This is the game to do this, to say, we want to see how well you're going to do out here, right? So put him out there, right? Give Ryan Tannehill some time to heal. Ryan Tannehill is 34 years old. He's not 24, right? And even with the fact he got his boot off, he still was limping in practice. He still had his ankle heavily taped, right? It's kind of like, why should we risk getting him hurt? The only reason I see us playing Tannehill is because this is an AFC South game, right? Tannehill has to be on Sunday at 12 o'clock. And the game's at 3 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, he has to be showing the doctors his ankle doing this, bro. Yeah, my foot's good. My foot's good, man. That's how his ankle should be looking, right? If he's healthy in that regard, I see us playing him. But this is an opportunity for us to see what Malik Willis is about. Now, let me set this expectation. I don't want people to think, oh, Malik Willis is about to go out here and just beat Steve McNair. First of all, he's a rookie. Right. So understand that, okay? Number 2, he's a 3rd-round pick, right? So don't expect him to just, he's going to go out there and just do it all. Give him some time, right? He might screw up. That's okay. He's a rookie. And I'm telling you, I feel if he screws up, people are going to immediately say, I told you he's not ready. He's trash. Get rid of him now. Get rid of him. And on the flip side, on the flip side, their fans, if he goes out there and throws for 250 and runs for 3 touchdowns, that's our quarterback for the future. There it is. Bench Tannehill. Tannehill should be on the bench. Listen, Ryan Tannehill's our starting quarterback, period. Okay? You got to give Malik Willis some time. He's a rookie. But this is a great opportunity for him. If I'm him, I'm excited, man. I'm walking around licking my chest like, oh, my gosh, they're 32 in the league in rush defense. I feel like I'm in Liberty again. I think Malik Willis should start this game.
Hell, with that O-line, he is in Liberty again.
Yep, that's right, man.
Seriously, they ain't got no receivers to throw to, so it's just like at home for him. He just got Derrick Henry back there.
That's right.
So
that's right.
That's an interesting comment. He said, funny thing, last week watching the game with my 2 Colts fans, once Tannehill got hurt, they were upset. They got real scared when Willis got into the game because we were killing him in the run.
Yep.
It's with Malik. This is the most. I think it's the most interesting conversation that I think has been had in our organization. We haven't been really like this in a long time about a 3rd-round rookie quarterback. And you say this all the time, Hawk. He's a 3rd-round rookie quarterback, right?
Yeah.
And we were invested. And being at the game, Hawk, you were at the game too. When he got hurt, when Tannehill got hurt, everybody was like this, right? Everybody had concern on their face, like, oh, shoot. And I bet y'all at the crib like, oh, man, here we go. So we sitting there rubbing our hands, right? And then when Malik, and I don't know if y'all noticed this, y'all probably don't see it on TV. When Malik was doing the handoff exchange with Ben Jones, he fumbled the snap. And one of the guys next to me, and he said, did you see that? I said, yes, I did see that. I said, okay, this is interesting. Okay. With Malik, I think it's nerves. Then they took the ball and handed it off to Hilliard. They didn't want him to if I was tied down, I would have got creative in that situation. I would have said, hey, play action. Malik, use your legs, right? Because, Vrabel's not going to say, Malik, go out there and throw 30 times. He's going to say, win the game, right?
Yep.
Win the game. That's all you got to do is win the game, son. And then eventually it's going to come. But I'm with you, Hawk. Even if Malik does go out here and ball out, don't bench Tannehill. Let Tannehill continue to do what he do, right?
Yep.
He has the leadership of his team. And I know a lot of people don't like that because it's so split down the middle, man, with this franchise that Tannehill he trash and Tannehill, guys. I don't know if you've known this, and me and Hawk did a show on this. And shout out to my co-host, man. Tannehill has thrown for 4,000 yards in his career before, guys.
He has. Yep.
He's done it before
several times
on several occasions. He's just in a situation where he doesn't have to do that anymore, right?
Facts.
He don't have to do that anymore. So that's why I'm like, when I listen to the Tannehill hate, I'm like, Tannehill is what we're gonna get for right now, right? And you appreciate it because he's been doing what he's doing. He just can't win the big one. That's just my bone with him. He just can't win the freaking big one. And I think if he can get to the dance and he loses in the dance, I think the respect will be there. But I just, with this whole thing, Malik just needs time to just process and sit back and learn the game. Because they say, I've heard this a million times, your second year in the league, what does the game do, Hawk?
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you grasp it, it can slow down for you, right? Or you get figured out, and then you have to adjust.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. So,
great show.
Zach Carpenter, that's a hell of a question right there, bro. Ooh,
which one?
What he has up on the board, man. Jacques, facts, no paper, by the way, what you just discussed there. So if Malik plays, will he be over or under 150 in yards passing? So, folks, put a comment on there as well. And Titan Rossi, you're right. I do think Tannehill's playing better this year than he did last year. He didn't have as many yards, but he doesn't have as many interceptions. He's been much more 92. He's fifth in the league in quarterback rating. So people might not realize that, right? All right. So if I was to guess, I'd say under 150.
I totally agree.
Yep.
I totally agree. He ain't gonna throw. I'll be surprised if he throws for over 150. That's not our game. We don't throw for 200, 300 yards. Now, like we've said before, Hawk, this will come back to hunt us in a situation when our defense is kind of tired and we need that pick me up. And we don't have that pick me up. This will come back to hunt us. But right now it's working. Let it work. Let it work. But I agree. Under. Yep. And then two, I seen Rossi's comment earlier. You can't judge Tannehill off this O-line or these receiving core.
Yep.
They throwing to all of us. He's throwing to us.
That's right, man.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm kind of shocked that I'm about to say this. And you know how I be riding his coattail. But they ain't giving Todd down nothing to work with either.
That's right. They're not. That's a fact.
I mean, I gotta tell the truth. Even though he be calling bonehead plays, John Robinson hasn't set this man up to and I know,
thanks,
bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I give you
man.
hell, Todd. I give you hell, bro.
I'm trying, Doc. I'm trying, bro.
I know, bro. But I realized, man, you trying to scheme up. What's the kid's name? Cody Hollister. Is that his name? See, that's sad. Cody Hollister. Shout out to Mason Kinsey. Literally, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't have nobody to throw to. Traylon's hurt.
And what did I mention to you the other day about the receivers that we have? The top 4 receivers right now, 3 of them are undrafted.
Undrafted.
Guys.
You did. So go ahead, spit your stuff, Hawk.
You look at Mason Kinsey. Yeah, you look at Mason Kinsey, Cody Hollister, and Nick Westbrook-Akina. Undrafted players. I'm not saying T.R. Tart's an undrafted defensive line. I'm not saying they cannot play. Right. But if you're a DB, that's not scaring you, right? There's a reason why you were not drafted. You got to sort of overcome that status. And, you know, we're gonna get to another point in just a second too, okay? Because I know people want to know about this too. Because November 1st is what, folks? That's I'm gonna put that in the chat. What is November 1st? Okay, so
is that Saturday. When is
November 1st? No, just what there's in the NFL. Something's
gonna happen on
November 1st. Yep, trade deadline.
A trade deadline.
When you look at the talent that we have, this is why this guy here is amazing, man. Shout out to Mike Vrabel, man. Yep. Shout out to this guy, dude. Okay, this guy knows how to freaking win. With me and you at wide receiver, Jacques. This guy makes it. We need to give him his props. If he was doing terrible, we cut him down. Yep. But, you know, we should also as well, right, in the trade deadline, we should also, you know, give him his flowers while we can, man, because you look at us, 31 in the league overall in total offense, and we're 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like our stats look like we should be 0-5 or 0-6. Mm-hmm. But it's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, the trade deadline is November 1st. So I want to ask them. So anything else about the Malik Willis thing, man?
I think we good on the Malik Willis. I think we can move on to the next, to ask our folks the next question.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ask you all another question real quick. November 1st is the trade deadline. There's been a lot of trades going on. A lot of people getting signed, right? I mean, Philadelphia, man, they just signed Robert Quinn. We talked about that in our last show, right? Guys are getting picked up. Okay. If Brandon Cook's like, somebody, please save me. There's other players like that, that wants to get out of their situation, right? So I'm gonna ask you all something, and I'm gonna ask myself this first, Jacques. Then I'll ask you. All right. Will we make a move? And I'm not talking about the move we just made, bringing in the receiver Chris Conley. That's not a move to me. We just need something because Kyle Phillips is injured. So that's just a fill-in. I'm talking about a big name that can do something, bring something. Will we make a move? And I want everyone to tab this as well. We saw the Tannehill Malik was 13-12. We're going to do the same here. Yes or no? But this is different. If we do, what is the position that we need? All right, Jacques, you want to know my answer, bro?
Yes, sir. Talk to us.
I'm going to say yes. We're going to make a move. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, in that regard, I know it's going to sound crazy. I don't see us getting a receiver, nor an offensive lineman. That's what we need. Right. We're going to end up picking some linebacker or something, or a defensive lineman. It's going to be something on defense. For some reason, that's just what I feel. I might be wrong, but I think we will make a move, and I don't think it's going to be a big move. I think it'll be an okay move. It'd be better than, say, the Chris Conley pickup, but I think overall it might shock us. I actually think that it might be like a defensive player, man. So I'm going to say yes, defensive player. I'm going to say defensive end or defensive lineman. What about you, Jacques?
Woo! I don't see us making a move for some reason. I just don't. I'm with Rodney on this. I don't see us making any trades. I want us to make some trades. I want us to trade for Brandon Cooks. I want us to trade for the Eagles tackle. There's the Eagles tackle that they were talking about, that he's in their depth chart, but I mean he's in his, I think, his 4th or 5th year. It'd be a good trade value to bring him in and develop him. But I just don't, man. I think the Titans would have kind of pulled the trigger a little bit earlier. And I think they don't make trades like close to the deadline. They usually make them before the deadline or right in between the deadline. So I just don't see it, man. I would love to, but I just don't, man, for some reason. I don't know, man. I just John has been kind of quiet. I think he's kind of holding off to sign Big Jeff, but that's just a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I don't see it. So Rodney says no.
Okay, let's go. Let's run them off. Let's see what we got. No. Okay.
So, and you know what, Vex? I've been saying this for a long time, bro.
Yeah, you have, dog.
I've been saying this for the longest, bro. Let's see. William, I guess this is left tackle. Yes, a left tackle. Okay. Titans South says a left tackle.
Titans South.
Jeremiah says O lineman.
Okay. Wide receiver O line. Okay. O-line, so we got 4-2. Yes to nose. Left tackle. Okay. We need a left tackle. Oh, we need a left tackle.
Yes, we do bad. Yes, but not a trade. We're going to sign Odell.
Oh, okay. So not a trade, but more of a signing.
Hold on. Oh, so this is why he said that. Okay, hold on. Johnny, did you see the clip on the bus with the boys with Taylor Wanself that want to be in the Tennessee, and J. Rod stated that he would love to have OJ?
Wow, Jonathan. Wow. No, I've not heard that.
Ah, nice.
Good stuff, Jonathan. Appreciate the breaking news on that one, brother.
Matthew Levy says OBJ. All right. Hey, Mark, you crazy. I has been recruited. Wow. I seen that. He has. Mark J, what up, brother? Right. Mark J be holding it down, bro. Mark J be holding it down everywhere. Shout out to Mark J, bro.
Yes,
Tommy
sir.
Rossi says left tackle. JS75 says left tackle. Ian says, I am not holding my breath on this, on the making the moves. That's a no from Ian. I'm with you, bro. Wide receiver, we got none. Okay.
What up, Nigel? What's up?
Nigel in the building. Team leader, wide receiver will be good, but it'll be an O lineman. Let's see.
Most people think we will make a move. You see that, right? Interesting.
Yes. I'm hoping I'm wrong as hell. I'm be honest with you. I hope. Stanley
And
says no, but no.
It's same for me. I hope we do, and I hope it's for a receiver or a left tackle. That's my hope.
I'm praying. Let me say this. I'm praying, Lord, please let us make a move by November 1st, so we can be a great team. Amen. Yeah. All right. So Stanley says no. Let's see who else we got. Or the Titan. What up, brother? He says Andrew Dillard.
The offensive lineman from the Eagles. Yep.
Yes, that's him. Yes, I've heard. Yes,
that's
sign it, Joker.
Yep.
Sign him.
Sign him.
Tommy Dixon says yes, Kareem Hunt. I heard the Bills are looking at Kareem Hunt. I heard the
Bills need to do that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they do. Solomon says yes, a wide receiver. So it seems like most of everybody is saying yes. All right, if man, I keep hearing this OBJ, man. OBJ want to come here. J. Rob, you need to pull the trigger tomorrow, bro. What are you doing?
Yep.
The
question I would ask for OBJ is how healthy is he? Is he ready to rock and roll? That's the question.
Yes. I agree. That's a hell of a point, Hulk. Never mind.
And you know what, man? If I'm Odell Beckham, it's like
he'll be a star.
I could go to Tennessee and I could be the number one receiver. Are you serious?
Now
I could be the one receiver.
The only problem I gotta say with that is Tannehill has to get continuity with him. Just like Conley, we just signed him. I know Tannehill said he's trying to get continuity with him. That's time. Tannehill has to have continuity with you in order for you to be successful. That's the thing. That's how AJ got so good, man, because they were just like two peas in a pod.
Yep.
Yeah, we did have a
So, Jacques, I do have a question about that too. Speaking of AJ Brown. So, y'all, so if we were to sign an OBJ or anybody like that, does that mean that John Robinson's admitting that he made a mistake with AJ Brown?
Hell yes. Yes. He know he messed up. Yes, that's going to hunt him for the rest of his career here in Tennessee. Yes, you messed up, John. Yes, you did. You gave away a generational talent to the Eagles. Don't get me started, bro. I was in New Orleans enjoying my hand grenade, bro, and all of a sudden I get a phone call from you and then a text message come across. I'm eating my gumbo talking about we just traded AJ Brown. I spit my whole gumbo out. We did what? Man, no.
Sorry,
you messed up.
I apologize, man.
Yes, you messed up. Everybody need to give you smoke. Yes.
I'm trying to get somebody else, man. I get it.
You ain't doing it fast enough, bro. Yeah, even Ian knows it. Yeah, you messed up. Yes, and I know, Mark. I look, man. Look.
I see the John Morant with Odell right there. They trying to bring him to Tennessee. Odell, hey, I'd welcome it all day, bro.
Yes.
AJ forced his way out. I feel your answer, Mark.
I know.
I get it, man.
I know. His antics. His antics. I know. But still, man.
Yeah. So, well, it looks like most people think that we will make some type of a move. Looks like more wide receiver, offensive line in that category. I hope that's the case.
Right.
I hope it is. And we'll see the Titans do some weird stuff. So they a lot of times won't do it, or if they do it, they'll sign a safety. I'm like, we already got two safeties. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like a special teams guy.
Yeah.
We feel you, Clanky Spoon. That. When you watch our show about AJ Brown, that's what we talked about. We felt that the move was more for Big Jeff, you know what I'm saying, down the road. But then the question I have to look at too is all these teams are picking these players. Like the Eagles got the Rams, they got money. Like what, it's like
exactly. Where's the money going? Like they don't have no salary cap. They playing Madden and they cut the salary cap off and they just bringing in everybody and anybody.
That's right.
And Dre, I actually hope that we look at Cooks, man. He would be an asset here. Like he would help Traylon on the outside, and you can put Cooks. Cooks can really line up anywhere, bro. Like you need to be on the phone, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how
it's been a great show, y'all. You all agree?
Yes.
It's been great. A lot of conversation, man.
Yes.
It's a lot going on. Going on for sure.
Jeremiah, when you say inconsistency, when you say is it are you asking is it inconsistency from the team or just what do you think? Did we have one more question?
Judy?
Did we have one more question? Oh, I think we did.
No, that was it.
Okay. And yeah, man. And you know what? The Clanky Spoon. That's a great point. This is a great point. I think John has kind of been spooked a little bit
Yeah.
From the Clowney, Dick Beasley, from the Julio. I give it to him. He tried, but I just think you're trying with players that are kind of done and washed up. And I know you're trying to get them at a cheaper price, but from what Dre Day is saying, Claypool, he's young. He still has some tread on his tires. He just needs to be, the ball needs to be fed to him. They're not feeding him right.
Now, and George Pickens just pushed him out the way. George Pickens is wide receiver number 2 right now.
He did. And you said both. What do you think, Hawk? Inconsistency. What do you think? I just with Jeremiah.
Thanks,
yeah, thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Inconsistency with just the team and how we do things. Do you see? And I've been screaming inconsistency from the mountaintop.
Yeah.
When it comes to this team, Tommy Dixon.
I think the culture's here.
Yes.
Coaching's here, especially Mike Vrabel.
Yes.
There's so many good things we're doing. I'd say 85% of what we're doing is right? Yep. But we have not won a Super Bowl. And the question is why? And it has been that. It's been personnel issues. That the inconsistency in that part, right? We have great drafts and then awful drafts. We get decent free agents, or we sign guys that we've drafted, and then we pick up guys and they don't do anything, right? So yes, the 15 or 20% of our issues have been the inconsistency part in many, many ways, for sure. Play calling, inconsistent. So you know what I mean? So, but like I said, I will say that if you look at the last 6-7 years now, 80% of the teams in the league wish they were in the situation we're in, because we do win ball games here. We do go to the playoffs here. You know what I mean? But a team that has not just been super talented, we just make it happen.
And it was the Titans homecoming this past Sunday. And shout out to Delaney Walker. I meant to say that on the last show. He retired a Titan. Shout out to you, Delaney. Thank you. And we really appreciate everything that you've done in this organization. And to me, you're almost about the best tight end we've had, besides Frank Wycheck. We had Big Frank. But shout out to them. And then when they were giving him his thank you video, which was dope, by the way, man.
Yep.
Look at all the great Titans that came here and I say the culture change happened when we got Brian Arakpo and David Morgan and everything. So real quick, Mark Jones says AJ wants success to be handed to him. He didn't want to work for it. Earn the Titans way. He showed who he really is. Fake.
Wow.
Hello, comment, Mark.
Yeah,
you know what? Is. You're not wrong. He's
AJ like damn, man. Mark, like that, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
okay. Ouch.
But you know what? Sometimes you need that clownish behavior sometimes, because those players tend to be great, but you don't need it all the way. But I know what you're saying, Mark. I get it. I ain't gonna say this. Well, it's a whole different conversation. But you're right, Mark. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, and Nigel, you're right, bro. So respect to Delaney. Imagine if we had Delaney, bro, playing with Tannehill.
And I've shared with you too, man. My kid several years ago was in a summer program here in Nashville, and Delaney Walker was a special guest. He came by there, man, talked to the kids and everything, gave the kids free backpack and school supplies. Man, that helped me on myself, right? As far as not having to get as many school supplies because of that. So shout out to Delaney Walker. For any reason he's watching the show, shout out to you, man. We appreciate everything that you did here, bro.
Yes, sir. Oilers Titans. Shout out to what up, brother? What up?
What up?
Historically, when the Titans have been great, they have played the greatest teams in history. In 99, the Rams had the best offense ever and good defense. In 2000, the Ravens' best defense in NFL history. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Oilers Titan, you're 100% correct. But I'm going to tell you what people might not realize in 2000. When you look at overall stats, do y'all know who was the number one defense in the NFL at the end of the season? And it was not the Baltimore Ravens. Even though they have the historic defense, they won the Super Bowl. It was us, the Tennessee Titans. We were the number one rated defense in the year 2000, man. That defense was unbelievable, right? So Tennessee's defense and the Ravens' defense was unbelievable. But, honestly, the Ravens were a better defense. I mean, I do agree with that. Even Ed Reed, the best safety in the history of the game, and then you got Ray Lewis, arguably the best middle linebacker in the game. That's all needs to be said right there.
And so real quick, Chase, breaking news, Jamar Chase is down for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yep.
Would that put him out of our game?
Let's look at the schedule.
Okay. 4 to 6 weeks. Guys, and if you guys know the question, just put it in there. So he said 4 to 6 weeks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. If it's 6 weeks, we will not play Jamar Chase.
That's huge.
That is huge. For the AFC, all of us, right?
That's huge. That is huge.
Cincinnati could. I mean, they did go to the Super Bowl last year, right? They can creep up if we're not careful.
They can. And they played. I forget who they played Sunday.
Atlanta.
It was the Falcons. It was the Falcons. They beat the brakes off the Falcons, man.
Joe Burrow had almost 400 yards.
Yep, he was on my fantasy. He's another one. He got me like 30-something points, baby. Shout out to you, Joe. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, let's see. Yes, we did, man. They talking about we failed. Yes, and that was the year they had Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. Right. Yes, we did. That's the year the Buccaneers won their Super Bowl.
That's right.
Yep, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Me too, man. Still.
Yep. Hey, you know what? That really sucked because we were close, dog. We were. And did we start 0-4 that year?
Yes, we did, bro.
We start 0-4 and went to the AFC Championship. That's how long we've been Titans fans, y'all.
Yep.
Hey, you know,
since day one.
Since day one, right? And you know, Jordan, the Robert Quinn. If we would have brought Robert Quinn in here, you talking about the defense is nasty now, man. Just imagine. Oh my God.
So here's what I say about Robert Quinn. Oh, if we'd have grabbed him, I'd have been jumping out of my seat. But I think I would say if we was to get a free agent, we have bigger needs. Because we got Bud Dupree, we got Rashad Weaver, Jeffrey Simmons. We have a great defensive line, right? Not to say if he wasn't here, if he was here, again, I'd be like, all right. But if you're gonna put some free agent money somewhere, get a receiver, get a left tackle, man. For real.
Right.
Just my opinion, man, on that.
This is a great question. Just for fun, would we be better with a more improved Mariota or from the Falcons or than Tannehill?
Is Arthur Smith the coach? Is the question.
That's a great question. Yep.
That would be the question for that question, right? So if Arthur Smith is the coach, give me Tannehill.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree because he brought the best out of Tannehill. No, I agree. I agree.
Yep. Just great question, Zach.
Yeah, that's a hell of a question. And Mariota's weird, man. He has good games. I told one of my homeboys is a Falcons fan. I said, look, you're gonna get some good, you're gonna get some bad, you're gonna get some real ugly.
That's right.
But the good you're gonna get is Marcus wins in just the most craziest times and the most craziest. Well, he was the NFC player of the week about 2 weeks ago. Yep. I mean, it's crazy, man. So.
Look how many folks we still got in the chat, man.
56, baby.
About. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we'll open up a few more questions, man.
Yep. And you know what? I think that's why I don't anticipate a trade because of what Vrabel said at the beginning of the year. He said we're going to win without talent. We can win without talent. I said, it seems to work. Shit, it worked last year. So
yeah, I know, man. It's
they said, man. Hey, man, I don't get it. We broke the barrier. The worst, what they say, we were the worst number one seed in the history. No, we wasn't. No, I know, right? No, we wasn't. Yeah. We wasn't. I mean, you've had probably worse. So stop playing, man. Quit playing.
You know what's so funny about Mike Vrabel, man? He'll cut a wide receiver. He don't do this, man. He be wanting his wide receivers to block, man. Like, tough, bro.
That's all.
He don't care about running no routes, man. Can you block?
Can you block?
Anytime they talk about, man, I really like my guys. I got to play Mike Vrabel, man. He's like, hey, I really like my guys and my receivers. I like the guys that we currently have right now on the field. I mean, those guys know how to block. They block well,
But Vrabel, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Brother. Yeah, receivers supposed to catch too, bro.
Yeah.
But what's up with the blocking? Like, really?
Well, my guys got to come in and do everything. I might have my wide receiver one, Robert Woods, go out there and play special teams. They got to do everything. So if they get 3 catches, that's fine. But I want them to block. Let's just block. Let's go. That's Mike Vrabel for you.
Yeah. And Oiler Titan, I like this. Laremy Tunsil. I would definitely trade for Laremy Tunsil, bro. But I don't think.
Here's the problem with Laremy Tunsil. So for this year, cool. Next year, that joker's expensive, man.
Yes.
Like, dude cost a lot. They want to get rid of him in Houston, man, because he makes as much as quarterbacks out there, bro.
Yes. Hey, somebody said this. I think they need to put Tia Turner in offense to fly.
You know a funny stat, Jacques? You remember 2 weeks ago who the number one player in defensive coverage was? It was Tier Tart. He had a 0.0 in coverage. Ain't that crazy?
Yep.
A defensive tackle playing DB, backpedaling.
He did a good job too. I like the little hip movement. He was in there. He got like 4 pass deflections. I'm like, damn, Christian Wilson ain't even got that. He's our best corner. Right. Clanky Spoon said, "Did y'all see Vrabel and Ben Jones?" Yes, they did.
Yeah, man.
Did. I mean, Ben Jones, man, he's an iron man. He's an iron titan, bro. Dude is he'll go down, get back up, go down, get back up. I said, man, he's country strong. That's a country joker that's country strong. That's very tough. And I think, man, for everything that we did, I'm glad we brought him back. And I hope he retires at a Titan. Matter of fact, man, sign that joker to another year or two, man. I like what he does. I know you got to find his replacement again, but he's the most consistent offensive lineman we got.
That's right. And I got a question, Wilson from Clanky Spoon, right? Yeah. I got a question for you too, and for anyone else in the chat. So since high school, college, and in the pros, how many games has Ben Jones missed? I know the answer, but I just want to know what everyone else knows. In his entire career, he's only missed X amount of games. And if somebody says it right, man, I'm gonna shout you out. Yep. So
0.
Not 0.
Oh, so he missed. Okay.
Yep. But I want to see
1.
No, not 0.
1.
Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, it's 1. We got a lot of people 1. Okay. It's just 1 game. Wow, these ones popped up tough. Yes, 1. He's missed 1 game since high school. Ain't that crazy? Shout out to Jason Marable, Keisha, Aiden, Pig Wickle, the Clanky Spoon, Christine Lynn, Shatika Watkins, JS75. We got a lot of ones in the team leader. So y'all know y'all stuff, man. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yep. Sure do. I know somebody probably Google it, but hey, I sure do.
Yeah, man.
Jay, that's a great comment. He says Vrabel's mentality is a gift and a curse because we're so used to getting the most out of our players. They tend to go after average players and hope and play good enough to survive for the next week. Yeah, it's a gift and a curse, bro. It's a mentality. Right. Vrabel, hey, if you want to go to war, you better go to war with Vrabel because Vrabel gonna make sure you get the best out of you, bro. He gonna have a speech for you. Like, it's for real. Like, man, it's crazy.
He knows how to put lipstick on a pig, as they say, man.
And for some reason, man. Like,
Yep. And Jacques, to your point, you've always stated, like, man, we just be trying to hold water as tough as we can. But if our defense leaks out just a little bit, we're in trouble.
We're in trouble, dog.
Ask the Buffalo Bills, right?
It leaked fast then. It broke fast. Let me say this. If we played the Bills again, the defense will step up. You'll see this defense versus the defense we had in the beginning of the season. I want them again. I want them. I want them again. And I told Rico, be careful what you risk for because we go into the playoffs. We ain't got nothing to lose. And those be the games we tend to win. And it wouldn't surprise me one bit. And I'm not saying it'll happen, guys, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit if this team we got now makes it to the AFC Championship. Not saying it will, but I'm saying it would not surprise me.
That's right.
No, I take that back. It would surprise me. From the offense we got, but defensively, I think we have a top 5 defense. I do. I really do. Even though the statistical numbers say otherwise, you're not number 4 in rushing defense just to wake up and just do that overnight. Like I was telling Hawk, I feel like the secondary is going to catch up. We just need a couple of games where we had like when we played the Colts. They only had 20. The longest play they had was 20 yards, and that was to Alex Pierce. So,
yep.
So hold on, Matthew Leaf. No primetime games until we're in the Super Bowl. I agree.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I think somebody put a comment about what Vrabel. Yes, Zach Carpenter. I did, bro. I saw it at the game. Mike, there it is. Yeah, there it is. That's Mike Vrabel right there. Salt Bay. Flag Bay. Woo, that's funny, bro. Flag Bay, bro. That's hilarious, dude.
Mark, if this joker wins the Super Bowl, he will.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love that, dog. I love that.
Hey, and Vrabel got some swag to him, too. He had some swag to him, too, because he knew.
Yep.
Let's see. That's funny. Yeah, no, you're right, Jay.
Vrabel's always been dramatic with the flag because normally he would just toss the flag. This time he just finessed it a little bit, man.
Yeah, he sure did. He said, "No, I got you." He got Frank Reich. He got Frank Reich by the cojones, bro.
Yeah, he does.
That's
man.
funny.
He does.
And Jonathan, I know the offense. I know.
Yeah.
I know it has to show. We know. Trust me. TA in the building. What up, bro?
What up, TA? What's good, bro?
In the building, all the way from California.
Yes, sir.
TA, what part of Cali you stay in, bro? Or what part of Cali
I
are you
think
from?
San Diego. I think San Diego.
San Diego? Okay.
I think so. Yeah,
That's cool.
so I got family all in Southern Cal, TA. I was in Southern Cal this past summer, man. I got family reunion, bro. I see us in the AFC Championship. These fake Titan fans want Vrabel and J-Rob fired.
Yeah. They have the closest relationship ever, Hawk.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I mean,
they do.
When I listen to people say that, that's just off emotions at that time. It's off emotion. That's all it is. And if they do something great, then they'll be praising them, saying, "Oh, they this," instead of just logically thinking it through. Like, hey, we're going to make mistakes. Yes, we've whooped on a lot of first round picks, but as me and Hawk have been saying this for years, man, trade the first round pick and just get a slew of the second round and third round and fourth round picks, because that's where J-Rob tends to get gold. He hits pay dirt. He's turned 6 rounders into stars. He's turned 4th rounders into guys that's been in the league for almost 5 to 6 years. He's given them jobs, and the Titans have done that with other players like Hilliard. Hilliard that came out the blue last year, got a roster spot on this team, and I think he leads our receivers in touchdowns. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hawk. I think he does, and he's not even a receiver. He's a running back.
Running back. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, for him to do what he's doing, I think it's why he keeps bringing on practice squad players. Vrabel was a player at first. So, Vrabel understands the game from a player's perspective. So, I think that's why a lot of people like to come here, because they're like, hey, he used to play football. He used to play in the NFL. He understands what I go through on a daily basis. He can understand my pain, unlike Andy Reid, which you heard what Patrick Mahomes said in the Pro Bowl, right?
Yep. He'd play for Vrabel any day of the week, man.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers felt the same way, too.
Yep.
Oh, Vrabel's name is out there like, yeah, dare y'all fire that joke. He'd be hired that same day.
Man, by the Cowboys or something. Man, imagine if he went to the Cowboys, bro.
Yep.
Imagine if he went to the Patriots. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to play the Jets. I'll be honest with you, bro. I want to play the Jets.
Yeah, they getting a little banged up right now, though. They had some injuries, man. And if the playoffs started today, right? This is the playoffs right here. So we would be playing the Dolphins if the playoffs started today. The Miami Dolphins in Nashville.
Yeah. We can get them. I think we can get them.
We can get them. We beat the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill before.
Yeah, we beat everybody. Pull up that list again.
Yeah, we beat them with 2 out there.
Guys, think about this. Besides the Chargers, because we haven't played them yet in the past couple of years, but damn near every team in the AFC that's on this list, we've beaten them. Okay? We've beaten them, and besides the Jets. I know we lost to the Jets. But out of these top-tier teams, we've beaten them, guys. We've beaten up on them. We owe the Jets one, and I don't know what we're going to get out the Chargers game, but we in the mix, man. We here.
We are
Zach,
here, for sure.
As Zach says, Foreman, and this is a prime example. Foreman's career has been resurrected. I told you, Hawk, he got 100 yards on Sunday.
Yep.
So
against Tampa's defense is, man, their run defense is terrible. But yeah, he was running. I saw the highlights and like, whoa. I mean, you know, Deontay Foreman, man, hey, he was one of my favorite players, man. I was a huge Foreman fan. Bro.
You was. Keisha says we would be stupid to fire Vrabel. He wins the little town. Right. If we ever to get a better roster, man, Keisha, you spitting fire. Your mic is on fire. Facts, no paper, right?
Right.
Jonathan, now this ain't fair, bro. This ain't fair at all. Man, Big Jeff pushed to her, man. He gonna.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would.
Bro. If he pushes to her, if he pushes to her wrong, dog, don't do that, bro.
Did you all see what Jeffrey Simmons was doing? What up, Big Titan TV? What's
Titan
up?
TV in the building.
Subscribe to his channel, y'all.
Yes,
do
sir.
that. So, did you all see what Jeffrey Simmons was doing to Quentin Nelson last week, man? Even Tierre Tart. Man, they was mishandling this guy. Like, they were just misusing him. They was folding. He was getting folded like this, man. That's what he was doing to Quentin Nelson, bro.
That bully ball.
They was doing Quentin Nelson like this. A Pro Bowler, a future Hall of Famer, as they say. Yep. Man, they was treating him like trash out there, man. Yep. Jeffrey Simmons one time pushed him in the back of the field and grabbed one arm with a finger and tackled Jonathan Taylor. Naeem Hines. I was like, wow, what a play.
He did, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see him on tour, bro.
Yep.
He gonna kill that man.
Yeah, man.
Have y'all seen that man tackle in the open field?
Yeah. I know.
That man got families, bro. Don't do them like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Big
sure.
Jeff, brother. Come
What's
on,
up,
man.
Kenyon? What's up? What up, man? What's
In the
good,
building.
Kenyon?
He said,
What's
I ain't
happening?
scared of none of them
I'm not.
AFC. But let me tell y'all something real quick. Do y'all realize this is the openest the AFC has ever been? Even more open than last year. Right?
Yep, it is. It
SM
is.
Ducky. He says, hi, what up?
What up? What's up?
This
Yeah.
is the open. I've never seen the AFC this wide open, right? Every team is almost inconsistent. In the Bills, they beat the Chiefs, but we know what happens at the Chiefs. That's another thing we got to be careful, guys. If we beat the Chiefs in the regular season, they tend to beat teams in the playoffs. So just be cautious of them.
Bills and Chiefs will be ready. They'll be there.
Yeah.
It's a matter, can we get up to them? They'll be ready. They'll be there.
That's a good question. I got a question for y'all. Do you think the offense will kick it into gear by mid-November or mid-December? I'm not talking about the run game. The run game is here. I'm just talking about the pass game. Do you think they'll kick it into gear? From what you've seen Sunday with Austin Hooper, they're feeding him a little bit, getting Shig more involved, Traylon will be back. Do you guys think the offense can kind of pep it up a little bit? What you think, Hawk?
We're 31 in the league in offense, man.
Okay.
Hold up a second. That is us.
Yeah.
We ain't got a choice.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer is yes. You really passing the ball, you really can't play as bad as we've had. So, we're getting players, back. I think that's going to help us for sure.
Mm-hmm. Trey Day says by week 10, mid-December, calling it. Okay. When Burks comes back. Okay. Yep. Uh-oh. Zach, what you over here doing, bro? He says for fun, Henry Simmons by a cut one, bench one, start one. Oh, is this fantasy or are we just talking in general, Zach? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about?
That's they said on Instagram, cut, bench, or start. You know what I mean? That's all. Yeah, they will have like 3 players or whatever. I see that a lot.
What you think, Hawk? Shit, that's a hell of a question. Ew.
Start there, Jeffrey Simmons.
Okay.
Bench Derrick Henry, cut Kevin Byard.
I like it. I'm rolling with the same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
If I had my choice, yeah.
Okay.
So, yep.
Yes, Keisha. I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we'll open up for maybe 2 more questions.
That's cool. Keisha, I can definitely see our defense keeping us in there, but our offense is gonna have to wake up at least a couple more times, especially when we play these guys. Right? Mahomes is more of a threat than his receivers. Exactly. You're going to have to get to Mahomes and you have to put him and make him feel uncomfortable like they did last year. They did a great job on scheming against Mahomes. And I think this defense can do it, especially with how the defensive line is playing. The defensive line is playing lights out. So if you can scheme against them and get pressure on them, you can get to Pat. That's the key.
Yep.
But if you give him time to throw, as they say on Friday, what they say, Hawk, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Just saying.
That's right. So Zach agreed. Okay, Zach. All right. Well, hopefully I answered your question, bro.
Hey, SM Ducky, you not lying. Denico is so underrated, bro.
He really is, man. Denico Autry is he plays with a motor, man. Dude is
right.
So we'll go after this. We'll go with one more question.
Stay said this so I was pulling up a cars now.
Okay, cool, man. Cool, Stanley. Hey, man, be careful on the road, man. Hey, we appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, we really do. Man. We really do. Hey, you right, Zach. Why couldn't we have? If we had this defense in 2020, man, we probably would have won the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
So I think I like this question. I think this question is nice. Do y'all think Big Jeff will play this year?
Wow. Yes. That's a great question.
I think he will. He went back in Sunday. I think he will play.
Yeah.
I think he will play.
I know he's missed practice. He's missed a good amount of practice this week. Yeah, I think Jeff is playing.
Yeah, I think he even too. He ain't gonna miss. And if he's not playing, you do have Tierre Tart. You do have guys that can kind of be a filler. It's on the outside that you got to be worried about. But Jeff, I think Jeff is tough, man. He's another one that's tough that he ain't gonna try to miss too much time.
That's right.
So,
hey, Mark, you're right about that, bro. We keep forgetting about the Chiefs last year. We shut that joke. Did we beat them 26-3?
27. You off a point, Hawk. I was at the game. Oh, trust me. I was at the game, baby. I was at the game. Like, yes, sir.
Yeah, we did. We shut them down.
Yes, sir. Oh, that was seared in my memory. And the fumble that Byard calls was amazing. That's film study. To know that he runs with the ball very loosely.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's right. That's right. That's a hell of a point, Mark. I can't disagree with you on that, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we did, Keisha. That's right. 3 points, man. Yep. The power, the mighty. Kansas City has those meltdown games sometimes. So hopefully we played it. We can have that same type of result. You know what I mean? So
look at it. Look at it.
Yep.
Mahomes' lowest scoring game.
That's right. Yep. So, well, cool, y'all. Well, hey, I want to say thank you all for the show, man. You all, as always, very active, man. This was fun. A lot of great questions. You all are awesome, and y'all, you know your stuff.
Yes.
You all are just fly, by the pants fans. You know what's going on out there. You know what I mean? So we will again want to say thank you all for joining the show, y'all. As always, you can always hit us up on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly. We're on TikTok at Tennessee Titans Weekly. Also, as well on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7. Of course, we're here on YouTube. If you need to hit us up at all, you can email us at Tennessee Titans Weekly at gmail.com, folks.
Yes, sir. And guys, I'm gonna say this. You guys are like my therapy sometimes. Gonna have a long day at work, man. Come get ready to do the show, chop it up with y'all, man. I love y'all, man. So shout out to the Titan Weekly, man, family. Thank y'all. Hey, here comes Zach with the super chat with the $4.99. Said great,
all right.
Great show, guys. Tighten up. Hey,
yes,
thank you,
sir.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you,
Zach,
you.
Hey, bro, we're gonna give you another one, Zach. Zach Carpenter, one more time in the building, folks.
Yes,
Zach,
sir.
man, we hope you have a great rest of your week, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Like I said, man, we appreciate y'all watching the show. And then when you do subscribe to those platforms that we are on, like you said, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, man, go cut your notification bells on because it's gonna let you know when we post any content. So definitely. And then like I said, man, go Vols. Everyone have a great night. Hey, thank you. And then two, by the way, guys, if you guys love movies, go check out my movie channel, man. I do have a movie channel on YouTube called Cool Movie Reviews, man. And I review movies and shows. I actually got to see Black Adam early, and I got my review up. And shout out to What About Rob, man. He subscribed to the channel, left a comment. So shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get a early screening to Black Panther. So, hey, if y'all don't mind, man, come check it out. If you're a movie person or a show person, my next review is going to be Game of Thrones. It's going to be interesting. So, definitely. But anyway, Hawk, take us out, bro.
Check them out for sure, y'all. Check them out this day. The show is dope, man. Check it out. Check it out for real, man. So, hey, we hope y'all have a great rest of your day and week and going into the weekend for the Sunday 3:00 game against the Houston Texans. Let's beat the Texans. Let's get it. The channel is called what, Jacques?
Cool Movie Reviews, man. Cool Movie Reviews. Matter of fact, I'll have a Hawk put it in the description, man. Y'all go and just check it out, man. Check it out. So
cool.
Definitely.
So hope everyone has a great day. And as we always say, folks, facts,
no paper.